Welcome to the video demonstration of SALMonADA, a self-explanatory WS agreement complaint monitoring platform. First, we will introduce the goal and approach of the platform. It is in the second part of the video when we will show SALMonADA in action. The main goal of SALMonADA is to check at runtime the compliance of WS agreement documents with respect to the quality of service and the stated service level objectives. The project started with the adaptation and enhancements of two existing platforms. By one hand, Salmon is a monitoring platform to retrieve the quality of service. By the other, ADA is a platform to analyze WS agreement documents. In a scenario where we have a user consuming a service, and a WS agreement document which specifies the level of service required, monitoring the compliance of this WS agreement is mandatory. This is achieved by means of the integration and enhancements of the cited platforms. The behavior of the system is as follows. First, a user introduces the WS agreement document to the platform. This WS agreement is processed by ADA, which generates automatically a monitoring management document, or for short, MMD. This document includes what are the quality attributes to monitor, as well as other required information, such as the name of the service, endpoint, operations, etc. The MMD is processed by Salmon, who, at this moment, starts the monitoring process. During monitoring, Salmon updates the MMD with the values of the monitored quality attributes. The updated MMD is then the input for ADA that checks if the given WS agreement document has been violated or not. Let's see now SALMonADA. The front end is a web-based application composed of different sections. At the top, there is a toolbar with three groups of buttons separated by functionality. The first group are used to open and save SLA documents. The second group are the key buttons to start the SLA monitoring process, and the third group are auxiliary buttons that we will see later. On the left side, there is a panel that shows some preloaded violating and non-violating SLA documents. Finally, the main panel is used to show or edit the SLA documents as well as display the results of SALMonADA. The main panel also shows at the beginning a how-to-use guideline that we will follow in this demonstration. The first step consists on loading a WS agreement document. In this case, we will open a preloaded document shown in the left panel, particularly an SLA of ADA, which, as explained previously, is the service that gives to SALMonADA the analysis capabilities. Notice that it is a WS agreement compliant document with the common elements of a service and guarantee terms, but it has been extended with the monitoring information required to perform the monitoring process. This information is displayed in the service description term. As shown, the WS agreement includes a set of service level objectives. In this particular case, the average response time for each ADA operation is assured. For instance, ADA provides an operation to check the compliance between templates and agreement offers, and the average response time assured for this method is less than 4 seconds. Now let's start to the SALMonADA process by clicking on the Start Monitoring button. As was shown previously in the slideshow, when the button is pressed, the following actions are performed. First, the agreement is stored in the ADA server. Then, ADA generates the MMD with information to monitor. And finally, Salmon obtains this MMD and starts the monitoring process. As we can see, the generated MMD has no values at the beginning. As the system is running and the service is being used, Salmon is collecting the quality of service of the invocations performed over ADA and updating the MMD. In order to have in a fast manner a set of invocations performed to the ADA service, we have implemented a client that simulates a real interaction between the ADA service and a real ADA client. This has been done by means of random calls to the operations with an established set of parameters. Over these invocations, Salmon is monitoring the quality of service and updating the MMD. Let's see now if the WS agreement is fulfilled or not. As it is displayed in the message, the ADA service has not violated the WS agreement, since none of the values of the MMD violate any of the conditions stated in the SLA. Let's see now the results of SALMonADA when the service is not fulfilling the SLA. In this scenario, we will select another WS agreement much more restrictive than the other. In this SLA, for instance, the average response time for a method named explain non-compliance must be below 2 seconds. As in the previous scenario, first we need to click on the Start Monitoring button. and then after a while on the Check Agreement button. As we can see, the SLA has been violated. If we would not have any other help, the user would need to try to discover which concrete measure of the MMD shown on the right side originated the violation. For this purpose, we have available the violation explanation. When this button is pressed, the measures of the MMD that cause a violation on the SLA are highlighted.